get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Chubb on the read option. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On 4th down, Fields. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Fields. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Fields. results in a sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And Gay knocks this one through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's wondered in his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. The Panthers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the little bit.
I
love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Chubb on the read option. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Play action. It's Fields. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. The point after is good. And we are even at 10 apiece. 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Second down at 5. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Chubb will get the call running left. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it It's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 66 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. In motion left is Watkins. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try again with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Lions are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On 1st down, Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Off play action, Fields. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Chubb running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes. Touchdown, Panthers. Kyle Pitts. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Lions. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken in at the 3. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Mahomes. That's caught by Pitts. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Mahomes will throw. Right back to Pitts again. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Byron Jones getting to him from the secondary. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight.
Like that, nigga! I'm like that! Let's go! Yeah, nigga!
That win.
So for Detroit, plate. It's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the